Welcome to Pregnancy and Postpartum TV. Today we're doing a full body pregnancy, yoga, and birth preparation class. If you're following along in the pregnancy workout challenge, this is day 13. We're almost to the end of the 14 days, and this class is really just a feel-good reward for all the hard work that you've been doing. Of course, you can also do this yoga class as a standalone yoga class, even if you're not participating in the challenge. And if you do like videos like these, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Let's find a comfortable seated position. If you're more comfortable, you can always sit on a block or a pillow, or you can sit right on the ground. Let's bring our hands to our bellies. You can connect with your baby. Let's close our eyes and take a big inhale in, expanding through your ribs and your back as well as you breathe in. Exhale out. Again, inhale in. Exhale out. Let's take our hands up this time. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. Letting the rest of your day go. Inhale in. Exhale out. You have nothing else that you need to be doing right now. Let's take our hands to our knees and we can circle our rib cage around, working through any places of tension. Going the other way. Good. Let's sit tall and now exhale. You can pull your baby in. Let's round out, ballooning through your back. If it feels good, you can wiggle a little bit. And on an inhale, lift your chest, pull your ribs and your baby in, open up through your chest. Exhale, let's clasp the hands, rounding out through your upper back. Inhale, reaching your chest up. Good. Let's tip side to side, reaching up and over, making room for baby underneath your ribs. Coming back to center. You can bring your right leg out. We'll keep our hips centered, flexing your extended leg. Let's reach up and over again. Gentle stretch here. Exhale, using your obliques to come up. Let's place our hand away in front of our knee there, and we're going to shift our weight onto our leg here. You can press your back foot into the ground, especially the outer edge of your foot, and then reach up and over, feeling a stretch. Shifting your hips slightly forward to get a deeper stretch. Beautiful. Let's bring ourselves back down to the ground. We can rotate our hips, squaring them, moving into Janu Shirshasana. Inhale, reaching up, pulling your baby in, and then extending yourself towards the top corner of the room. Front foot is flexed. A couple more breaths here. Inhale, coming up. Let's shift our weight back slightly. We can cross our ankle over, coming into a figure 4 stretch here. Finding length in our spine. Relaxing through our hips. You can also rock back and forth slightly to find more space. Good. Let's release that foot down, and I'll give you 2 options here. You can either keep your knees bent and press up here, or if it feels safe for you, you can take your legs straight and press up here. Wherever you are, breathe, keeping your baby pulled in. Releasing out. Good. Let's come into butterfly pose, releasing the knees out to the side, and then we can hinge at the hips. If it feels good, you can round out before we come back up again. Good. Let's take that stretch on the other side. Hips are centered, flexing your extended foot. You can reach to the side. Good. Exhale, coming up, reaching to your side, shifting your weight forward, planting your extended foot. We can come into a stretch here, pushing your hips forward. Beautiful. Releasing down. Let's turn for Janu Shirshasana, squaring your hips. Your sternum is over top of your extended leg. Inhale up, reaching forward with your chest. Shoulders are rolled down your back. Foot is flexed, energy shooting out of your heel. Inhale, coming up. We'll move into a figure 4 stretch. Crossing your ankle over. Hands can come behind, finding length. Top foot is flexed. Releasing through your hips. Slowly releasing out of the pose, keeping your knees bent or straight, pressing up, finding your breath here. Beautiful. Release down, coming into Baddha Konasana. Feet open like a book, letting your knees flop out, hinging at your hips. Let's come up, and now we're going to take our feet farther out in front for more of a diamond stretch here. If it feels good, you can hinge again, releasing forward. melting any places of tension. Coming up, let's bring our knees together. We'll slowly make our way to all fours. Exhale, pulling in your baby, rounding out into cat pose, letting your head drop. Inhale, starting with your pelvis, looking up. Exhale, rounding out. Inhale, looking up one last time. Coming back to a neutral spine, pulling your baby in. You can either practice relaxing your pelvic floor, or we can practice some pelvic floor contractions. Exhale, imagining a blueberry at the opening of your vagina, and lifting it up. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Fully relax. Again, exhale, lifting in and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing out. If you wanted to add a bear hover to this, you can. Exhale, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, fully relax. One more time. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Let's move into a bird dog. On an exhale, engage in your core. Lift opposite hand and leg. And then we'll bring it in, elbow towards knee. Extend. Moving with your own breath. Last one on this side. Bring it down again. Exhale, extending the other side. Releasing down. Good. Let's flex our foot, stretch it behind us, releasing through the back of your leg, your calf. Good. We can take that leg out to the side. If you can, it feels good and you have room, you can walk that foot out even further, releasing down for a nice stretch. Switching to the other side. First, extending back. Beautiful. Release. And then we can release out to the side. Just going as low as feels good for you. When you're ready, coming up, we're going to move into extended puppy pose here. So keeping your glutes in the air, we can walk our hands forward, releasing our head towards the ground. This is a great position for getting baby into the optimal fetal position. Breathing here, making sure you're not collapsing through your back, hugging your baby in. Good. Lifting your head, let's walk our hands to one side. We can also shift our hips the opposite way to get a nice stretch this way. Good. Walking your hands over for the other side. Coming back through all fours, walking your hands in, coming to a kneeling position. Let's move into a lunge here, bringing one leg forward, shifting our hips, tucking your tailbone under, stretching here. Same arm as back leg, reaching up, tilting to the side. Exhale, come up. Let's turn out our front foot and we can lunge here, opening up through our hips. This is also a great position to do during labor. Good, let's shift our hips back one more time. Flex your front foot and then we can hinge, waking up the backs of the legs again. Activate your muscles up front leg, dig your heel in slightly. Exhale, come up. Let's switch to the other side. Reaching up and over for a side bend. Exhale, coming up, turning out the front leg, lunging on this side. Good. Pressing back, flexing your front foot, hinging at the hip, pressing that heel down as if it could go right through the floor. Inhale, coming up. Let's come back to all fours. Press into our first downward dog. Take any movement that feels good here. You can shift your hips back and forth, walk out your heels, looking up towards your belly. Pulling your baby in. Looking up between your hands, let's shift our weight forward, taking tiny steps towards our hands. You can bring your feet wider apart to make room for your baby. Let's hang here. We can clasp our elbows. Releasing our hands, let's roll up one vertebra at a time. Bringing our hands to Namaste. Let's step back for Warrior One. Sweeping our hands up, pulling your baby in. Deep breaths here. Pressing the outer edge of your back foot into the ground. Releasing our hands down to our hips. We can step our back foot in, slightly straighten both legs, hinging into pyramid pose. Inhale, coming up. Let's turn around to the other side. Stepping back, taking warrior one. Strong legs. Shoulders roll down your back. Beautiful. Bring your hands down to your hips. You can step your back foot in, releasing into pyramid pose. Spreading your toes. Slight tuck in your chin for lots of length in the back of your neck. Legs are strong, squeezing in towards each other. Beautiful. Inhale, coming up. Let's turn our feet to the other side for Trikonasana or triangle. Our back foot is slightly pigeon-toed in. Arms out to the side, reaching ahead. We can let our arm fall in front of your front leg. Stacking your top arms. Your shoulders are stacked over your legs. Engaging your muscles of your legs, squeezing them together. Breathe here. Exhale, pulling in your baby. Coming up. We can widen our stance slightly, coming into warrior two. Opening up through your groin. Shoulders relax down your back. Soft gaze out over your middle finger. Beautiful. Let's take our back hand. You can place it on your belly. Reach for peaceful warrior. Exhale, pulling yourself up. We can place our forearm on our leg, reaching up for side angle. Nice straight line between your fingers and the outer edge of your back foot. Steady breath. Beautiful. Pressing into your front leg. Let's come on up. We can bring our back foot in, switch it around for Trikonasana on the other side. Stacking your shoulders. Engaging your legs. Pulling in your baby. Breathe. Exhale, coming up. Moving out your back foot. Warrior two. Your upper body is right between your two legs, not leaning too far forward or back. Bringing your back hand to your baby again, reaching up and over. Exhale, coming up, moving into side angle. One long line. Beautiful. Exhale, pulling your baby in. Let's come up. We can step our feet together. Let's move into tree pose here. So finding your balance on your left foot, you can mirror me, bringing your right foot up to your calf or to your inner thigh, pressing your foot into your leg, pressing your hands together, lifting them up overhead. Finding a steady spot to gaze at. Beautiful. Bringing your hands slowly down, switching to the other side. Good. Slowly moving out. Let's take our feet wide apart, pigeon toe them in. You can either clasp your elbows or your hands. Let's open up through our chest, releasing forward. If your hands are clasped behind, you can let them fall away from your back. Let's shift our weight slightly into the balls of our feet. Strong legs. If your hands are away from your back, bringing them back in, re-engaging your core, coming all the way up. Beautiful. Let's step our feet a little bit more together. Knees are going to track over our toes slightly out. We're going to come into yogi squat. You can also sit on a stool or a block a little bit higher up if it's not comfortable to go all the way down to the ground. Wherever you are, let's release down. If your heels come off, that's also okay. Pressing your elbows into your knees, sitting tall. When you're ready, we can shift our weight forward onto all fours again. I'm going to turn to the side here. Let's come into internal rotation, which is really good for when you're in the pushing phase. Your baby is already crowning. This is going to help reduce tearing. Let's take some big breaths in, and you can practice your J breath out. Curl around your baby. Practicing your pushing breath. You can also use low tone vowel sounds like or Good. Let's take one more breath. Let's take some gentle hip circles. If you're looking for more details on breathing, I'll also link to my other video on breathing during labor below, going both directions. Good. Let's come into Shavasana, or a resting pose. For pregnancy, often side lying is the most comfortable. You can grab pillows or bolsters for under your head, between your legs. You can grab a blanket for on top. Finding a comfortable position, making sure that your ankle is also elevated so it's not putting stress on your hips. This can cause hip pain overnight, especially as well. You can place your hand on your belly. Connect with your baby. Send love to your baby. And scan your body and fully relax. Relaxing your face, your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, your belly, your pelvic floor, your hips, your legs, and your feet. You're not controlling your breath, you're just watching your breath. Feeling heavy on the ground. Hopefully this is what much of labor will look like for you, fully relaxed, letting your body do the work. You can continue to relax here, or you can finish up with me circling your wrists and ankles, stretching, and making your way up to a comfortable seated position. I will read the pregnancy yoga card for the day. My pregnant body is beautiful, strong, stretchy, and made to birth my baby. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste to you. Namaste to the babies. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that your body is feeling all stretched out and amazing. I'm going to link to my natural birth preparation playlist in the description box below, where I share different tools and resources to have a positive birth experience, as well as I share a little bit about my 3 positive birth experiences.